What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukishu. We are back with another Umamusume video. In this video, we are back with Teio. We do have like 3 days, I think at this point 2 days until the CM, like 2 to 3, not too sure, but until the CM starts. So really, as usual, time crunch for myself to get a Uma ready for it, but also I do need to do a little bit more extra runs prior to, just to increase my chances. So to continue off prepping for the CM, we are here with Teio once again, because I did say I did want to see if I could get a better one. Actually, should I do Teio? Now that I think about it, it's because technically I do have a decent one ready, right? With the UD7 one that I train. So technically I can go to probably either Gentildonna or Duramente right now. Kind of thinking about it as I talk about it now. You know what? Because I was thinking Teio, but you know what? I think let's look at the. We can swap out to Gentildonna right now, because I feel like there's a good chance we can get a better Gentildonna. I think last time we could have had a good one, but the problem was it was like, I forgot what happened in that training. I think we had a failed training early on. I'm trying to remember what happened in that training, that video. But I know we were like low on something. I think it was Wise, and then Guts was lower than usual. We could technically take a look. It was the UD4 one. I believe it was this one. I think it was this one. If not, no, I did say I did a better one. So this was the one I did off camera. This one just had, wait. But this one looked better, to me at least. The only difference is that it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but oh, I think it looks like we got less skills, but I think we're just gonna train Gentildonna this time, because I was debating whether or not, but I feel like I do have technically a placeholder in the Teio I trained, which is the UD7. So I think we're just gonna go train Gentildonna, even though she was the most recent one between Teio and Gentildonna, but I can just train Teio off camera if I choose to, but I still want to do Duramente at least before the CM recording wise, and possibly Kita again if there's time to do a third one. I think there is time to do a third one, because obviously it would be at nighttime when it releases. So let me actually check. It's at the 23rd at night, right? For me at least, which would be like noontime for JP time. Yeah, it would be the 23rd. So I think I do have time to train 3 at least. So here we are, Gentildonna. As you guys saw, I swapped the Ogurika parent into the Teio parent. So now we are here with the setup, pretty much the same setup. Nothing really changed because they were both leaders anyway. Simply Rudolph as the Wise card that we are borrowing, and then everything else the same as we've used in the past. 2 speed cards, the same Duramente and Kita. At least this time around, the same 2 speed cards, because before I would borrow a max limit broken Still in Love and just use my Narita Tai Shin. And then the 2 same stamina cards with Air Shakur, Super Creek, and then Nishino Flower power card. And like I said, borrowing a Simply Rudolph Wise card. But that's going to be pretty much it for the setup. We're just going to go jump right in to the run. But before we do train and go over the comments, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There's a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. It's like, why is it stuck in the screen? And then after that, head over to the comment section down below and the Discords, or to the Discord server and the circle request channel, and let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, as I get the comments loaded up, let's go take a look at the training options and see how the start would be. Nothing has been held for review, so we're just gonna scroll down and look for the first comment. All right, so sorry. The first comment is from Doc. I feel like I have seen his comments before. I feel like I have. So we're gonna start off with Doc's comment, and it says, give me a sec. Okay. Been wondering, has the English release been cancelled? And before I do go over the replies, I don't think it's been cancelled. They just never really announced a date, from what it seems. Even though it's been well over, or about 6 months, or I think well over 6 months already, since they announced global. Just never really had a date yet, I guess. I don't think it's canceled. Otherwise, I guess you could say their Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and their website would have most likely been shut down if that was the case. It's just they never really had an update on that. They've really just been posting just character profiles or whatever on their Twitter, from, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not too sure, but I'm fairly sure it hasn't been canceled. Otherwise would have seen it somewhere like on their like JP News or something, or even their Twitter, but I wouldn't know about their Twitter until I actually check myself. Rick commented saying, or replied saying, nope, even though it was announced in June 27th of 2024. Yeah, so it's pretty much over 6 months, almost 7 then. It just happens that we don't have the release date yet for global. It just so happens. Yeah, because you'd think they would at least like a month ahead, at least, at the very least, have a release date announced, but doesn't seem to be the case as of right now. I'm just gonna do it. Nova responded back also saying, I like how CG announced it and then some people just forgot about it over time. They didn't really, it just feels like it's missing. It's been quite a bit. Wow, alien training art. This is why I didn't want to do it. What a start. What a start. What a start. I don't know, but we'll still, I think we'll still manage to make it up. It's just the fact that I was reluctant in doing it because, you know, trust issues with the 20 plus tradings, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't think it's been forgotten by those who want to play global, but it's like I said, it might be a while. Who knows how long it's gonna take. Here we are, still wondering when the release date is. Doc responded back to Nova saying, I've been waiting to get back into it when the English version releases. You're gonna have to probably wait a little bit longer. Probably longer than what most of us predicted, which would be next month, but who knows, they might let us know within the coming weeks as the Annie. Oops, I click rest. I don't know how I click rest, but yeah, within the coming months. We never know, but we'll see. We'll see. Noah responded back saying, I'll be trying out too, but yeah, my home is in JP. I also realized that it will take 3 years for Vivlos to come in global. Yeah, if they go by how the releases are in JP, like from start to now, it will take 3 years. It will take 3 years. Eugen says, this is the never-ending inquiry related to global like the usual. And it will keep coming until they actually announce it. I don't know what responded to Eugen saying, people just want the EN dub. It's not going to be EN dub. It's going to be like, pretty much like Girls Frontline 2, where everything, it's just translated. So, yeah, not EN dub. Well, other than that, thank you for the comment, Rick, Doc. Appreciate it as always, but also thanks to Rick, Nova, and Eugen for replying to the comment. Next comment is gonna be from, this is Rick, right? I don't know why it has Nova's thing on it, but let me just refresh just to be sure. Yep, that is Rick's comment. And it says, I think I'll just play and try to get Umas I like that I don't have on JP and Global. Well, if it's Umas that's been released down the line, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. From my top 10, I'm missing McQueen, Little Diamond, and I'll just have to wait 3.5 years for Gentildonna. Yep. Yep, you're going to have to wait that long for Gentildonna. That is the sad part. Then Noah says, I salute you, Rick. You'll be missed in JP. I don't think he said he was going to quit. Let's do that. And then Rick responded saying, I didn't say I quit JP. Yep, he didn't. He didn't. Maybe I did, or maybe I would ditch Global. Maybe I'll play both. For the moment, I don't want to quit JP. And then Nova says, welcome back then. I think the hardest thing is, like I said in yesterday's video, is those who's been playing JP. Because if everything starts off the same as it did in JP, then Global's just going to have a slow start. And since people who's been playing JP for a couple months or however long has gotten used to the whole updated quality of life stuff and all the events and all that, it's going to be a weird transition, in my opinion, for those going back to Global, because it's practically starting the game all over, but at the beginning, you know, where I guess you could say is much more slow pace. I guess. So yeah, it's gonna be a hard transition if you're trying to go play Global, which is why I'm kind of just like, I'll play it, but it won't be my like main account. Basically, type of deal. Other than that, thank you, Rick, for the comment, and Nova for replying. Next batch of comments is gonna be from Nova. I think we'll just do this. With Astro Yao and Rochia, I'm gonna go broke. Oof. Well, you did say that whatever was it, $1,000 that you got from your bank or boss, whatever. You did say it was gonna go towards your gacha fund, so there you go. There you go. You can flaunt your GFL 2 luck, but it's no use. I have 58k and 90 tickets. Says the swiper. Says the swiper. That's all I have to say to that. But yeah, it's no use against a swiper. Because technically, technically, you have endless amounts as long as you can swipe. So yeah. So I forgot you can unlock Sabrina from the weekly boss shop, so now I have every 5-star character in the game. Please clap for me. I shall clap for the swiper. Do I have every... Do I? No. I don't have Tololo. I don't have her. I think that's the only one I'm missing, actually. Is it? No. I am missing who was her name? What was her name? I forgot her name. Oh, give me a sec to look. I need to pick a thing here. Let's do this. I know I'm missing one. What was the MG one? What was her name? Shoot. Oh no, I'm missing Ulrid because I didn't choose to pull for her. I think I would have if I don't think I would have even if I was swiping, to be honest. I think it was Pericha. I think I'm missing those two. 3. Tololo, Ulrid, and Pericha. Yeah, I am missing those 3. I can rest and hope for a better training. Or I can just train. And then I put in more thought for reverse than Wuwa or Zenless. To me, combat gachas like those are best for those who really want to try hard. I'm just chilling in those and collecting characters like I like. I don't know why, but I feel like me thinking in reverse is way harder than Wuwa or Zenless. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap. Me thinking of a team comp in Wuwa and Zenless is way easier than me looking through reverse. Be honest. And then next one says HSR is a Hoyo game. What? Well, I thought it was pretty obvious. I thought it was pretty obvious, especially how we talked about it in the past. I did say it was part of the Hoyo games a couple times. So, like I said, I'm quite confused on it. But anyways, I was just trying to say HSR's design reminds me so much of other games of Hoyo's that I wouldn't like it. More just Genshin, if anything. There's probably a slight similarity to Honkai Impact. Probably. Well, in that it is still kind of close to uh Genshin, whereas Wua is a bit different, but it's still, you know, kind of similar, but not similar at the same time. Maybe if another company outside of Hoyo made it, could there be a different art style entirely? Maybe. Like you could probably say, you could say if Kuro did it, so this would most likely be released before Wuthering Waves, and then it's gonna be like, then it's gonna be more like maybe. I guess it wouldn't be called Honkai Star Rail then. It would be like, we'll just say Star Rail for now. You could say that Wuthering Waves kind of looks like Star Rail if Kuro were to do it. I guess. Because obviously, the reason why it looks like other Hoyo or just Genshin is simply because it could be just because it was Hoyo making it. But it doesn't give me Genshin vibes because it's a whole different feeling story-wise and all that, at least to me, when it comes to Star Rail. I do want to do these more. We are lacking, well, we only need what, 2 more? It's not too bad. Okay, I guess we can just keep going. This is like the speed card inflation. If they do release another one, then Kita Paso will have to go back to the retirement home. Well, if they do release it, I'm gonna try my best to get it, but for now, Kita's still alive and well in the support card department for me. Or the speed card department. 242. We can do this, but let's see. Or yeah, we'll do that. But HBR have pulled 4 Irene copies now. She is insanely good, but that's a lot of copies. Oh, I actually did catch up a bit on the story yesterday. Although the outcome of me playing more HBR was not training in Pretty Derby, which is I think I should have done Pretty Derby first because of the CM coming up. I've caught up a little bit more, so we'll see how much more I can catch up to in the coming days. But for now, I think I'll do more off-camera training for Uma. I figured that GFL 1 lore dump would be a lot, but let me know what you think about it. This just covers probably 10% of the lore information from GFL 1. It was honestly interesting. There were a lot of things that obviously I didn't know from GFL 1 because I did stop playing GFL 1 at one point. So, and plus it's been quite a while also, so my memory's really hazy on remembering what the story was for the first game. So it was a good, you know, good information for me to know. I would say just the information in general was honestly helpful for me, who's been, you know, reading the story at least. With the whole mentioning of Dandelion, and how she had M4's neural cloud. If I'm remembering correctly from what you wrote, and then obviously you explaining a few of the things, like was it the Ogus? That thing and how you said it was basically what dandelion is. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can remember from the top of my head. Yes, from the top of my head. But it was interesting. It was interesting. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it because it lets me know things that I don't know. Obviously. But yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the lore dump. Even though I didn't go over it, obviously for the reason that it's just basically us two playing it. It does help me a lot, just understanding the game a little bit more, just a little bit more, or at least the lore a little bit more. Thank you for that again, Nova. Since the time of Pokemon Emerald, Gardevoir has been my favorite Pokemon, so I guess I prefer Psychic as a type. I'm trying to think. I don't want to count starters because it just generally have fire, water, and grass. There's not even ice there. But I think the obvious pick for me when it came to favorites for the stars has been always majority of the time fire. As in general, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard, I would say. Favorite Pokemon out of 9 generations? That would be hard for me to decide from. So I don't even know how to. Although there is a good bit of fire types that I do really like compared to a lot of types. So yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Funny story, my online friend said he is simping for a Miyabi ever since I mentioned Zenless. He's already playing Princess Connect and Blue Archive, so I was not sure if he's going to be interested in Zenless at all. However, he's been re-rolling Zenless for the sake of Miyabi. He has I think at this point, half a day. I think. Not too sure. It is going away really soon. I had a half a day. Is it half a day? No, it should be more than half a day. At least by the time I'm recording. Let me actually check. When does the banner come out? Is it? I think I may have. Oh no, it is. Yeah, basically has until I think noon or around there for before they take it down. I think. They usually take it down a bit before they start their update or something like that. Oh, excuse me. So this would pretty much be the last day. This would pretty much be the last day they your friend would reroll. That is quite a mission though. Rerolling in Zenless. It's not impossible, it's just time consuming. That's why I never re-rolled in Genshin, Star Rail, Zenless. I didn't re-roll. Woo, I didn't re-roll because it's just longer than any re-rolls in general. But if he likes Miyabi that much, I mean, I like Miyabi a lot, but thankfully, I like her. I got her. Not well, I do like her, but apparently he likes Billy too. Billy's a cool character. It's just amazing how I can drag someone else into a gacha just because of mentioning one character. Hey, sometimes it just takes one character. Sometimes it just takes one character. I already said this is my review, but Zenless has the character design and animation going for it. Well, given that they are the most recent of the, I say 4 because Genshin Star Rail, Wuwa was all released, even though Wuwa was released like a month or two before Zenless. The art design of those of Wuwa is still pretty close, but better than Genshin. As animations, all that, way better than Genshin. I'll give him that. Also, combat. I think only because of the whole dodging mechanic and all that, and also the counter attack. I guess you could say dodge counter, even though that's basically just dodging and attacking right away. Whereas in Genshin, it's just pretty much been the same old. The same old when it comes to the combat system, but it's all right. I'm still fine with it. Plus, Zenless, they took a different route, obviously. Whereas Star Rail and Genshin and Honkai Impact is obviously, well, I want to say Genshin, right? It's a whole Hoyo universe thing, I would say. I don't know about Zenless. Zenless seems odd, but even though there are some repeated things like Bellabog, obviously, it's been used already, at least to me, and all that. So it is what it is. But I do get Zenless does have good character design. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, with the Annie coming up, I'm just trying to see if I can get to 150 Uma tickets at least, so that I will have a discount. 110k Uma rocks right now, and yeah, I'm being chillin'. Yeah, you have nothing to worry about when it comes to pulls and Uma. Besides, yeah, just no worries at all. Geez, farming these echo materials are a pain. Echo materials. Echoes? Like the echo materials. The tuning stuff or the XP stuff? Because I still have quite a bit of those. Or just echoes in general. I don't know about echo materials. It's kind of confusing me a little bit. So I did look up how to increase the drop amount, and it's like a recipe for tofu soup or something. Echo materials. Like the... Or are you talking about the materials that echoes drop for character ascensions? Could that be what you're talking about? But the drop amount is like a recipe for tofu soup. I think you may be talking about the character ascension materials that echoes drop. Yeah, I still need a good bit of those to get Carlota to level 10. And it's gonna be a pain because Rachia is coming out as well. So there's that. And then lastly, just saw the Astro Yell PV on YouTube, and she just started singing in Chinese. I was a bit shocked, but then I remember, oh right, this is a Chinese game. Yes, yes it is. It's kind of funny for you to have that realization and being shocked at the same time. It's kind of funny. I think I have time to rest. It's fine. But other than that, that is pretty much it from Nova. So thank you for all the comments, Nova. Appreciate it as always. Next two comments are going to be from Tanoki. And the first one says, banner to skip, Dirt Uma now is odd. It is. It really is. I agree. And then the last one from Tanoki says, that 8 GB download really messed up my flow. Couldn't play on the train back unless I wanted to spend 8 GB on my data on it. Then even once in, every change page was a download. Really made my run last super long. I think there was an update or a download yesterday when I was logging in. But I don't remember a download on every change page. That I don't remember. But that's pretty much it from Tanoki. Thank you for the comment, Tanoki. Appreciate it as always. And lastly, the last comment is from Eugen. And it says, Furioso skill is interesting and I'm interested, but sadly the race outfit doesn't give me much impact and looks plain to me like Aguri or Dio Scarlet's blue-like costume. I don't even remember her costume. Her outfit. What was her outfit? Oh. It's just that. It's alright to me. It's alright. Blue-like costume, but then Teio is kind of like that as well. We're just white and blue. It is what it is. You do like green, if I'm not mistaken. It's perfectly fine. And then Lucky Mustard on the gold pool ticket, I guess, but it's not like I'm gonna use that card anyway. And then Nova says, I wish I was that Lucky Mustard on gold ticket. You don't even need to worry about gold tickets. You can just get whatever you want with the amount of tickets and pink tickets and jewels you have. That's pretty much it. You don't really necessarily have to worry too much. You don't even have to wish to be a lucky mustard, but you still are. Still are based on your New Year polls for the New Year banner with the Rudolph and all that. But other than that, that is pretty much it for all the comments. Thank you, Eugen, Nova, Tanoki, Rick, and Doc for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. I don't think I missed anyone. Yeah, I didn't miss anyone. So thank you once again, Nova, Eugen, Tanoki, Rick, and Doc for the comments. Appreciate it as always. And I think I will take this time to just focus on the training just to see how it goes. So far, it's been all right, even with the mishap in the beginning with the 21% failed training. It seems okay so far. So we're gonna see how the rest of this run goes, and yeah, I'll see you guys, or I'll talk to you guys back when I get all these skills and all that. But so yeah, see you guys then. All right. Unfortunately, as you guys can already see here, we did not get an S aptitude on anything, which is why I kind of made that face in the last inheritance, because I was like, dang, just in case this run would have been really good, but it kind of just feel like it could have been better. The only reason why I feel that way is power could have had a little bit more, but it's fine. But we'll see how the game thinks I did, training wise. Maybe we could have gotten more guts, maybe. It's a UD5, so it is better than last week's, even better than the one I did off camera, so that's perfectly fine. We can still technically give her a shot, even though she doesn't have an S, but I would prefer if she had an S aptitude instead in medium distance, even in turf at least, but it is what it is. But we did end it off with 1753 speed, 1572 stamina, 1284 power. Could have been like around 13 to 1400. Seen it before, so it could have been. 933 guts. Could have been a little bit higher, closer to 1100. Only because I've seen it in like the other ones, the other higher ones. And then 1215 on wise, but yeah, like I said, no S aptitude. Quite unfortunate, but now this is the third best. Recently, my Gentildonna runs have just been updating the third best, so hopefully we can get better than the UD6 before the CM, which is like in a few days. If not, then we could possibly roll with this one, because the UD6s are all long distance, if I'm not mistaken. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys did make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know your initial thoughts on the run, I guess, or how you guys been doing with the CM prep. I mean, obviously it is in a few days, so for those who haven't trained as much or really trained Umas for the CM yet, or are like last minute training like I am, trying to get an Uma or so ready for the CM, let me know how you guys been doing in the comments. And then besides that, if there's anything else y'all want to talk about, it doesn't have to be, or ask me, it doesn't have to be Uma related. It could be any other game, anime, anything else really. Just let me know down in the comment section. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There is a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or to the Discord server in the channel, Circle Request channel. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I'm going to go possibly do another training or so after getting this video edited and uploaded. So with that being said, guys, thank you once again. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.